this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Once again, it's Swift. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. On the option to give to Swift here. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 31-yard line. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goddard, 31 yards. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Hurts will throw. Fighting to stay upright. Steps away to his left. And he will get in to make it 8-0. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now left side on the swing pass. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. And they'll send Williams in motion right. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. Herbert going to change the play here. Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now it's Herbert. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Williams, a man in motion right. Oh, they're changing this at the line. How about this? They'll change it at the line. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's brought down. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Hurts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Herbert going to change the look. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A little short pass. This is Everett. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Herbert operating from the red zone. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Allen, the man in motion left. On 2nd down, Eckler. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Eckler is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He'll get this off to Swift. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 33. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the gun, here's Swift. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Swift going to try up the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Here's Swift. And he gets him a little bit closer and takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Swift is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for L.A. And even 50 yards. Running on 1st down, Eckler fights off the defender. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Now receiver in motion left. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. This offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. In motion left goes Allen. Herbert on 1st down now. This is swung out to Eckler. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down. And now they'll shift things around. Out of the gun, Herbert. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Up the middle with Eckler.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Herbert going to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. He'll get it inside the 20. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Here's 3rd down at 5. Now Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On first down, Hurts. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Now Hurts looking to change the play. Once again, it's Swift. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. Now a carry for Swift. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Open man here is Scott, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
2nd and 9 from the 44. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
The touch and time here are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down.
His throw incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? Anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 22.
Herbert. Finding Allen.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
2nd and 7. Herbert to throw.
And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Throwing, Herbert. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. From the 50, here's Herbert. Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So an interception on one side and then an interception on the other. So both quarterbacks, Charles, with turnovers here in overtime.
So apparently one good defensive play deserves another. Both sides coming up big in overtime, both getting interceptions, trying to set up their teams to score and win the game.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up. Oh, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. As a quarterback, Charles, right now all he can do is shake his head. An interception the first time he touched the ball in overtime, and then again here on this drive.
And, Brandon, I would think in most cases, if you throw an interception in overtime, you're not thinking you're going to get a second chance, and he did. And threw a 2nd interception. He's hoping for a 3rd, but right now he's counting on his defense to hold him and give him a chance.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And that's caught by Williams.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And with just 9 seconds left in overtime, we get whistles and a timeout. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Palmer. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. Now a timeout called for by the defense.
It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time. And let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Southern California, so long, everybody. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, well, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens and themselves. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Right to the air is Jackson.
He finds Aguilar over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins,
58 yards.
And the Ravens are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Well, Bateman, he'll go in motion right here. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
2nd and 1 from the 2. Here's Jackson.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder, this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And they work this out past the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. 2nd and 9. Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Out to his left. And this will be incomplete. Ball there, and it's 2nd down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Now it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his left. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Ravens are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And this will be caught. So the try for 2 good. And it pushes them out to a 15-0 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw is Jackson. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
Touchdown! Zay Flowers
with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.